Well, hello! It's nice to see you again. Today, as you can see, I'm lathering with the Arco shaving soap. I did skip a few days of shave, and in the previous days, while I was suffering from my eye irritation, I played around with Arco, so I think I'm getting better at making decision how much of the soap I actually need. So I'm not over lathering anymore. And it is a good thing, especially for us ungrateful daily shavers and for you viewers to actually see how many whiskers we actually have, especially for myself with my grey beard. Sometimes even I have doubt how much of the beard growth I actually have. But now with the Arco shave stick, it really exposes all the whiskers and clears any doubt. If you ever thought that, well, your shavings are easy, you don't have that much of a beard, well, turns out that I really do. So I hope that you was having a nice weekend, nice start of the week. It's Wednesday, so I think we can continue with our shaving videos. Today I have something special in plans, because it is the razor which I mention pretty often in my videos and the comments. But I figured out I never make a single video with it, so this would be pretty nice, pretty adequate opportunity to actually show you my start in, I wouldn't say premium wet shavings, but this razor was my first let's say better razors compared with a Wilkinson Sword Classic, which I used for 13 years straight, with maybe 1 year of experimenting with Shave-At. And I also have sort of emotional attachment to the razor, which I will show you, because I bought it when my daughter was born, and with a baby girl I decided not to go full beard that much and wanted to treat myself, you know, to be nice and presentable every day in my future. So when it arrived at the postal office, I actually went there with my wife and my baby in the, I don't know how it's called in English, the stooler. So it was a little bit of moment for all of us. Now regarding the blades, I'm using some supermarket cheap blades. As you can see, no branding, just the image, like you can squeeze anything but the razor blade inside, so I hope they won't be too crappy. And now, dun, da, 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 R89 Rosegold, first time seen on the Wicked-Whiskers. So when I first got it, I remember that I felt like it was super heavy, but it really wasn't. It was just my first metal razor. And I was so careful that I cannot explain this to you. Later on, it would turn out to be that this is one of the mildest razors on the market. A razor which I also gifted to my best friend. I recommended it to some colleagues at work. Okay, I think the leather is a little bit too watery. I needed to clean up a little bit. And for I think maybe almost a year, I wasn't even thinking of buying another razor. The Fatip Special Edition was my next stepping stone, because this one was hitting all the marks for myself. And through its usage, I actually discovered that compared to some other razors, the only difficult part with R89 was it actually has pretty tight gaps. I will show you. So very little blade gap, almost none of the blade exposure. So when you shave, you really need to pay attention to keep the angle straight, because go a little bit too much steep or shallow, it won't cut anything. But once you develop the muscle memory for this pretty tight working window, you will be delighted by the efficiency, the mildness of this razor, and the final results. So you can use it for daily shaves, and I also used it once for 8 days of beard growth, so had no issues with that. My daughter and I had chickenpox. So that was the reason. I do have a couple of pimples, as you can see, so I caught one underneath. I also have one which is begging me for squeezing, but that's life. Now I must say that this no-name blade is not so great. It's doing its work, but I think it's not that sharp as I would like. So I will probably use it just one blade per shave. Because I don't really have confidence in it. So yeah, pretty much decent. I guess that it is just a tad bit less efficient than Roka, for example, but still I think this could be passable for daily shaves, for work. So nothing to worry about. It's not inefficiently mild razor. Now for the second pass I won't add additional water to my brush because the first pass was a little bit watery. And I will just clean the neck and the I don't even need to take the mustache area, but let's just squeeze everything, so we'll see. Now, to be honest, as I show you, R41, the beast, actually rarely cuts me, which is strange. While with all other razors, I do tend to suffer from time to time from weepers. I wouldn't say they're severe one, but I still cannot explain why some razors grab the pimples and the skin bumps, while R41, as pretty open razor, doesn't do so. So regarding the left side, it is now really BBS. On my right side of the face, as you saw, like 3 pimples, so maybe I was touching my face with dirty hands unconsciously, so let's not bleed this crap again. And regarding the razor, it has pretty decent sound for a mild razor, you know, like the Hansen is pretty silent. You almost don't feel anything. And R41 is, in my opinion, and for myself, just as smooth as Hansen. A little bit better in rinsing and draining the leather. And one step up in efficiency. So this is it. Yeah, pretty smooth. I'm not going to go crazy with my right cheek because of this pimple, but everything is nice and clean. A little bit underneath the nose, and for that cause this razor has a little bit shorter head compared to Merkur, so for me it is easier to get under the nose. And absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to rinse my face, apply the aftershave, and hopefully seal these tiny nicks. So we'll be right back. Okay, that was enough. Now I will probably use this razor for days to come, I have a couple of important meetings, both for work and some personal things, so I will definitely go with the easy peasy shaves. Maybe I won't film all of them, just not to become too boring. I hope that with another blade it will be even smoother. So with my traditional alcohol based aftershave, no burning, even on the pimples. I probably had some pretty thick hair which I snapped inconveniently, but for the skin feel everything is beautiful. Arco was excellent choice for 2 days of beard growth, so we're back in business, boys, so stay well and see you next time.